all the price cuts around the world is not enough to save Tesla for its second consecutive quarter of a slump. Is that what we expect?
Yeah, price elasticity, I guess, is the focus today, and just how much there is left there for Tesla. I think there are some real doubts just based on the numbers that we did see, in the lead up to June. There were real signs of slowdown in China that carried over from the first quarter of the year. Also in Europe, a really sort of bleak results that you saw reported from the industry bodies where Tesla did not have a good first couple of months of the quarter. So, on the last quarterly earnings call, we did hear from Elon Musk say that he thought the second quarter would be much better. I think on a sequential basis, there is an expectation that we will see greater sales from the first relative to the first quarter, but that's kind of par for the course and what you would expect. The first quarter is always seasonally slower for automakers, so I do think that the company will have sort of real questions to answer in terms of what exactly is going on with demand and how soon can they get newer and more affordable models to market.
It feels like sometimes we care about this, Greg, and other times we don't. And we want to live on the Elon Musk dream of robo-taxis and robots.
I'm there.
Manus is ready for that world. But it does feel like there's been more analysts coming out and saying this. I talked with Tom Narayan of RBC last week, who said that the driving force of Tesla's valuation, and for him this makes sense, is robo-taxis. Barrett is also out with the note saying that they're all looking to the August 8th robo-taxi unveiling event. So how much does this drive Tesla, especially if we're going to get some weaker numbers coming in?
Yeah, I think it does drive them from a financial perspective and earnings, but it is very important to acknowledge that doesn't necessarily always matter with the retail crowd that is fervently behind Elon Musk, as evidenced by the vote just a couple of weeks back on his pay package. Despite all of the issues that the company has had of late, they remain firmly in his camp, and I think his ability to sell investors on the sort of next dream or dreams is really what it sort of speaks to why the stock has done what it's done. And we saw yesterday Wells Fargo come out with a very bearish note about sort of the outlook for Tesla this quarter, and the stock nevertheless went up 6%, and really for no sort of material reason. I think people are looking ahead to the robo-taxi unveiling in August. But I think it's important to remember and keep in mind that, robo-taxis are something that, this company has talked about going back to 2016, and actually executing them is a whole nother matter.